Thanks to our friends at The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Rive to receive the top 10 stocks to buy right now. Coinbase continues its fight with regulators in the US, pleading for some regulatory clarity. It's even going to court to fight some actions with the SEC, but it's also introducing some new products for international markets. So that's what I want to cover today is exactly what the company announced and what the impact could be on operations long term. My name is Travis Hoyam. Thanks for watching Rive Investing. Please subscribe here on YouTube for all my content. And if you're interested in Coinbase, check out Asymmetric Investing. It's a newsletter I'm doing covering companies with high potential like Coinbase. And I want to get to a couple of announcements here. One was a blog post that Coinbase put up on May 1st that just asks regulators for clarity on digital assets. And I thought this was interesting, especially given the timing of the product that I'll talk about next, which is an international exchange, because they say that 70% of institutional investors said they want clarity from regulators about how digital assets are classified or treated. 90% of respondents said they plan to maintain or increase their current level of digital asset exposure. So these buyers are saying that they're going to keep these assets whether they get clarity or not. I think that's an interesting point, especially with all of the bank failures that we've had in the US. And then the company is also saying that clarity would allow the US to maintain a leadership position in digital assets. That's another piece that I think Coinbase has really pushed over and over. I don't think it's coincidental that at the same time, Coinbase announced an international exchange. Now, this is not an exchange for everybody. This is not going to be something that's going to be replacing what FTX did in the market, at least for a lot of buyers, but it is going to be for institutions in certain jurisdictions that they can do things like derivatives trading. And that's exactly what the company announced here. This is for institutions. It has robust regulatory and risk management frameworks, unlocks new trading technologies that maybe weren't available in the US, APIs for complete control of orders, and competitive pricing. So this note right here is really important. Coinbase International Exchange is only available to non-US institutions in select jurisdictions. So this is not for everybody, but this is a foray for Coinbase to go outside of the US and try to get a lot of the customers that they have not been able to capture while they've been trying to work with US regulators. Basically just trying to go around regulators in the US because they don't have any other choice. And this is where institutional investors want access to things like perpetual futures and other trading tools that may not be available in the US right now. I did a video recently talking about the challenges that Coinbase has had in the US, as it's been talking to regulators in the UK and even Hong Kong, areas where there's a lot of interest in becoming a hub for cryptocurrency and Web3 activity. Coinbase, I think, would like to play a big role in that, and that's why it's looking to expand in those markets. But it's getting a lot of pushback in the US from regulators, and it doesn't seem there's a lot of clarity on exactly what Coinbase can and can't do. That's one of the reasons it's going to court with the SEC, and it's pleading with lawmakers to put rules in place around digital assets. But one of the things that Coinbase can do is just build more in international markets where it's not going to have to deal with US regulators. That seems to be something that management is starting to do more and more. And this is one of the steps in that direction. Moving to expand offerings that Coinbase has grown in the institutional market, a market where Coinbase is really one of the biggest, most trusted names. So it wants to lean into that advantage that it has in international markets and build out that business even more without having to worry about US regulation. And in time, these are the kind of tools that will be able to be brought to the US if they do become legal and if we do get some sort of regulatory clarity. So Coinbase is not leaving the US at this point, but it's obviously making a huge investment outside of the US because that's where it's seeing growth and where it's seeing more and more clarity. That's what I took away from these most recent announcements. The company announces earnings soon, so we'll see what management has to say about all of this and what financial results looks like. But I think at the end of the day, this is a move that Coinbase has to make. So probably the right move for Coinbase. But what do you think about Coinbase's international moves? I'd love to hear your comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to Rive Investing. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you here next time.